Breathe Yoga, a show dedicated to inspiring your practice and elevating your mind, body, and soul. Today on Case Study, we chat with one of our yoga demonstrators, Heather, and learn about how to balance her doshas with lunaveda. On Strike a Pose, we look at safely connecting with inversions. Don't forget to stay tuned for Yoga Bites, where we share our recipe of the day. We have a great show in store for you today. Stay with us for more Live, Breathe Yoga. Pranayama is a beautiful part of your yoga practice. It keeps you present and helps you expand your lungs, giving you space to move deeper into your postures. Shitkari Pranayama is also known as hissing breath. This can be practiced in place of Shitali if the practitioner is not able to roll the tongue. To practice Shitkari, find a comfortable seated position. Close your eyes and relax your body as you connect with a natural breath. Take your hands into a mudra of your choice, or simply relax your palms onto your knees. Join the top and bottom teeth and slightly part your lips. Take the tip of your tongue to your bottom teeth, resting it low on your palate. With lips parted, draw an inhale through the teeth, creating a hissing sound. You will feel a cooling air on your tongue and your teeth. Retain your breath for as long as comfortable. Close your lips and exhale through the nose. Practice this 10 times when you're trying it for the first time. One can practice Shitkari for up to 20 to 30 minutes to cool the body after practice or during a hot day. This type of pranayama relaxes the mind, and it is also good for the health of your teeth and gums. Do not practice Shitkari if you have low blood pressure. Hi everyone, welcome back. Now, if you can remember, in episode 6, we talked a little bit about Ayurveda, and we had both Heather and Kate join us and they did an online dosha test. Well, what we've done today is we've brought in Karla Gomez de la Peña from Lunaveda in Montreal, and she's actually on Skype with us, and she's gonna chat with Heather about how to balance her doshas. Now, Heather was stronger in the Pitta column, and I believe you mentioned earlier that you kind of rushed the test, so the other numbers may have been a bit skewed. So I'm going to hand it off to Carla now, and she's going to take Heather through her doshas and how to balance them.
Hi, thank you, Kaye. That's very nice of you to invite me onto the show. I really appreciate it, and I think it's a lovely gesture, and I'm happy to be here. So I was just kind of just thinking about Heather, and she believes that her Pitta dosha is the predominant one, which could be possible, but in my opinion, she is a kapha. She has a lot of kapha. She has big, beautiful teeth, thick, nice hair, her body type, she's nice, she's got a little bit of meat on her, beautiful. But I was just wondering, the reason why you would think that your Pitta might be high is, let me ask you a bunch of questions, yeah? So one of them being, are you have a lot of stress lately?
There can be sometimes, yes.
Yes. Are you sleeping well?
Not all the time, especially right now. I'm not sleeping as many hours as I would like to. So right now, no.
Okay. How's your appetite? Are you hungry often?
I'm pretty hungry a lot of the times, actually.
The thing that I wanted to know is, are you like extra thirsty as well? Like, do you find you're always thirsty, you need to drink water all the time?
I do drink water all the time at my desk throughout the entire day.
I would say you probably have like a Pitta mind, but you have a kapha body. Usually the people who have kapha bodies, their digestion is a little bit slow. But because your Pitta is high, one of the questions, you don't have to answer it right now. One of the questions would be if your stool, what your stool is like. If your stool is really fast and runny and you really go to the toilet for this first stool 2 or 3 times in a day, your pitta is high, right? If you were really like a kapha dosha, then you would it would be once a day, and it would be very different. It wouldn't be runny, it would be more solid, right? And you would take your time to go to the toilet, whereas when pitta is high, you'd be going, like, running to the toilet, do your thing, and you're out of there. So it's very, very different kind of, yeah, I know, we're talking about stools.
I know. I was
very exciting. If I was to give you a deadline, that deadline would happen no matter what?
Yes? Yes. No matter what, I would reach that deadline.
I'm gonna wait a little while, you're just gonna get it done. Yeah. Okay, so that's really typical of pitta. So let's say, do you feel sometimes a little bit of frustration when you're talking to people and they're not really getting your idea or concept?
Yes, that's exactly me. Wow.
Is it? Yeah. So okay. So just you're bringing down your pitta a little bit. A good thing to do is sticking to really cooling foods, right? Just to be fair, like a pitta person, right? You guys are very dynamic. You're dynamic, you get things done, you're always on the go, you have great ideas, you can be great leaders. But when your pitta is too high, you become frustrated and you get irritable and really angry. And you get kind of like, you want it done yesterday. So your leadership skills kind of go out the window, but your intentions are good. It's just that sometimes it doesn't happen the way you want it to, so you get kind of in a little bit of a quandary because people aren't as fast as you are. So one way for you to really handle this is to really, we all have pittas in us, right? Everyone has all three, vata, pitta, kapha. It just depends on what the situation in your life is and what you're doing that makes that pitta go up high. So if you're naturally a pitta, that's just something you have to watch out, especially in the summer, because the heat will make you feel a little bit more irritable too, and the humidity is. So we want to try and maintain you being cool on the inside. The sweet taste is something that really brings the pitta down very quickly. So if you're angry and agitated, you want to maybe have a cool glass of water, and that could have a little bit of juice in it because the sweet will work on you like amazing. Like if I was with you and you were getting really angry, I might buy you an ice cream cone to make you feel really happy.
Cool it right down.
3 things that Heather can definitely do right away is, I would say, take some aloe vera gel. It's excellent that you take a 1 tablespoon in some warm water in the morning in like a shot glass. You do that first thing in the morning, and you do the first thing at night before you go to bed at night. This is very good in trying to keep you. It acts like a demulcent, and it keeps you kind of cooler during the day. And it's really good also for your ovaries and all that stuff. But number 2, stay away from spicy food, right? Love spicy food?
That's really hard. Okay.
Do you love spicy food?
I really love spicy food.
Don't we all?
Ew. Really love it. But that, it will bring up your pitta in like 5 seconds. So that's definitely a really good thing to do. If you take it easy. You can have spice, but just not the heating spice. Do like cumin, coriander. Those, all the mints are amazing. Those are really good if you cook a lot. Cumin is great too. You want to stay away from all like the really spicy, all the hot pepper and all that kind of stuff. Do a curry, but like a mild curry. But one thing that will really, really help you in a moment of like, oh my God, I'm going to lose my mind because I'm getting really angry, there's a breathing technique that you can do. Just slip my mind what it's called. What you want to do is you want to put your tongue, if you can, in like a U, like this. Can you do that? Yeah?
It's Shitali Pranayama.
Oh, yeah. Yes. Okay. So Shitali breath, this, and you breathe in through your mouth, and you exhale through your nose.
So inhale through your mouth,
and you
exhale through your nose.
You have to keep your mouth. Inhale, exhale.
I'll show you after.
So this, and if you can't do that little kind of tube, you can just put your tongue behind your teeth and like smile, right? And then breathe in. That's all cool air also.
That's shitkari. So shitali with the tube, and then shitkari with the. All right, sorry.
So those are your top 3. You no spice.
No spice. Aloe vera. Pranayama. Cooling pranayama. Thank you so much, Carla. We're going to bring Carla back next week to chat with us about Kate's doshas. Coming up after the break, strike a pose. Stay connected. Hi everyone. In today's Strike a Pose, we're going to learn how to build strength so that you can connect to inversions safely. We're going to start the girls in a forearm plank. This is also known as a dolphin plank. So you're going to face the top of your mat on your knees, take your elbows down to the earth. To ensure that your elbows are shoulder width apart, you're going to take your middle finger to the end of your elbows, and that'll determine how far apart your elbows are. From here, take your palms forward. Step back with both feet, finding length from the base of your heels all the way up to the top of your head. Drive your elbows into the earth. Think of drawing in your lower abdomen in towards your spine and shortening the distance between your lower ribcage and your pelvic bone. What can tend to happen, and I'm going to get Heather to demonstrate this, you can sometimes let your shoulder blades wing out. So let your spine drop a bit and let your shoulder blades. So this is actually not a way to connect with the stronger muscles that can support you here. So now Heather's going to drive her elbows into the earth, firing up her rhomboids, her trapezius, and her latissimus dorsi, and that's going to help her build the strength that you need in an inversion to connect with your inversion safely. Now from here, I'm going to get both of the girls to walk your feet in towards your elbows as close as comfortable. Coming into your dolphin pose. Now there's different variations, different ranges that everybody can come into, and whatever range you're able to connect to, that's totally fine. Just allow your body to connect with the variation of this posture that you're comfortable with. Now from here, to develop a little bit more strength in your back muscles, in your core, I'm going to get Heather to draw her right leg up to the sky, and Kate, whenever you're ready, right leg to the sky. And gently from here, you're going to play with baby hops with your left foot. And what that's doing is slowly applying pressure to your forearms. And you can see, Kate, it's an intense posture. She knows to come into a child's pose whenever you need to, because this is your practice and you're going to develop your practice at your own pace. And then from here, I'm going to get Heather now to switch to the opposite leg. And Kate, whenever you're ready, you can come into it as well. And you're going to balance it out. Ensure that you're applying the same energy on both sides. So now with your left leg up, making baby hops with your right leg. Maybe catching a little bit of air time while you're up there, continuing to engage those muscles, driving your elbows into the earth. And you can see here that she's strengthening her latissimus dorsi, her traps, her rhomboids. So what we're going to do now is we're going to come into tripod headstand. So tripod headstand, I'm going to get both of the girls, actually Heather, you're going to come to your feet into a wide angle pose. And Kate, you're going to come back onto the top of your head. So coming down onto your hands into tabletop. From here, take the top of your head to the earth, both of you, finding length in your spine. Kate, tuck your toes under. And Heather's just going to prepare here first before actually coming into her tripod headstand, because she wants to lengthen her spine on her inhale. Exhale, draw the top of her head to the earth, stretching out the back of your legs. Now here with Kate, I'm going to get her to tuck her toes under and slowly send your hips up to the sky. And ensuring first, before she comes into any postures, that she's stacked safely. So you want your elbows to be directly over your wrists. You can actually take your wrists away from you an inch. Good. Draw your lower abdomen in towards your spine. Then slowly start to walk your feet towards your hands. Gently taking your right knee to your right elbow, left knee to your left elbow. Engage your bandhas, draw your lower abdomen in toward your spine, lifting your pelvic floor and finding space on both sides of your neck. You want to be able to draw your shoulders down your back and get that space that you need between the cervical spine. So this is a nice, safe way to begin to connect with an inversion. And gently, Kate, whenever you're ready, you can take your feet down to come into child's pose with your hands at your sides. In this variation of child's pose, your shoulders are opening up, so she's gonna stay here just to give her back a little bit of a break. Now with Heather, she has a little bit more mobility and strength to connect with the tripod headstand from a different perspective. So from here, Heather's going to allow the top of her head to come down to the earth. Hands are shoulder width apart. Elbows are stacked over your wrists. From here, coming up onto the balls of her feet, stacking her hips over her shoulders, engaging her bandhas, slowly lifting her feet to the sky. I'm gonna stand here. Not that she needs it, but you always wanna be safe. And you can see her with the steadiness that she has. She is also drawing her shoulders away from her ears. She's finding balance between the top of her head and her hands. And then whenever you're ready, you're gonna slowly start to separate your heels, taking your feet down to the earth. If you are able to control it and take your feet back in line with where they began. Lengthen your spine, inhale, exhale here, take your hands to your hips. Inhale back to an upright position and exhale. So you're gonna come down onto your knees, meeting with Kate, now preparing for happy baby. So coming into happy baby, this is an awesome posture. You're laying flat on your back. You're taking your knees in towards your armpits and your heels to the sky. And once you see the posture, you'll see why it's called happy baby. You're taking the outsides of your feet and you're rocking from left to right, massaging your spine on the earth, pulling down on your feet. And when you're coming into this posture, it's nice and safe. It's a gentle inversion that you can connect with. You'll notice when you look up at your feet that the pressure in the joints in your feet is being relieved as it would in an inversion. And then gently, whenever you're ready, take your hands underneath your knees, rock yourself up into a seated position. And now I'm gonna get the girls into the final inversion. This is the ultimate inversion. You can do this at any time of the day. You're gonna take your mats to the wall. This is one of my favorite postures. Actually, it's not my favorite posture because you can take this anywhere you go. I take this when I travel. I throw my legs up on the hotel wall by my bed. And really, at the end of the day or at the beginning of your day, you can come into this posture laying flat on your back, making sure that your hips are about 2 inches away from the wall. You can see here the feet are straight up to the sky. And you can take your hands to even deepen this a little bit more. You can take your hands into cactus arms, so you're opening up your shoulders as well. Closing your eyes, spending about 15 to 20 minutes in this posture at the end of your day can alleviate pressure in varicose veins, the pressure in your feet. It also encourages a better sleep. So if you experience a little bit of insomnia, coming into this posture before bed is amazing. And these are the different postures that you can connect with to strengthen your inversion practice. So notice how there was no real forcing to come into any of the postures. You're really just listening to your body at all times, ensuring that you're moving in and out of each posture safely. I want to thank both Heather and Kate, who are enjoying their legs up the wall, for joining me today. Coming up next, we're going to meet the winner of the Live, Breathe Yoga Contest. Stay connected. Hi everyone, welcome back. So we held a contest, the Live, Breathe Yoga Contest, and we have selected our winner. Lo and behold, our winner is actually new to Toronto from Vancouver, Deanna Rose. Hi, Deanna.
Hi.
Thanks for being with us today.
Thank you very much for having me.
So, how long ago did you move to Toronto?
4 weeks ago.
4 weeks. Brand spanking new, doing yoga with me. Now, made you want to sign up for this contest?
I wanted friends, and also I love yoga. I joined the yoga community on Facebook, and I saw your post, and I always love to meet new people and be able to try out different types of yoga, and I saw that you do vinyasa as well as the air yoga, which is amazing. So I just want to see what you have to offer.
Perfect! It's like a little project. I'm so excited. Now, one of the things that you had mentioned to me earlier is one of the postures that you wanted to connect with was supported headstand.
Yes.
Now, when you attempted supported headstand before, what would happen?
I would get really scared and fall out of it, even though there were people helping me out, supporting my legs. And it's anxiety provoking for me, for sure.
Anxiety provoking. I think it's anxiety provoking for most people. Sometimes you can come into it and be too overly confident, kick your legs up, injure yourself, and then you're done for a few months. Or your fear overrides your ability to go any deeper into it.
Definitely.
So we'll work on helping you build mobility so that you can connect with the posture with a little bit more ease. Now, one of the other questions I had for you is you wanted to live, breathe yoga. Now, I understand that you're currently in school for naturopathic medicine.
Yes, I am.
How long have you been in school for?
I just started September, so that's why I moved here.
That's great.
Yeah.
So you're already almost living and breathing yoga. Is there meditation part of your life?
Yeah, I meditate every day.
What type of meditation do you do?
Mindful meditation.
Perfect. So what we'll do is I'm going to also take you through some pranayama and other types of meditation to help you connect with your yoga practice. Because yoga, as most people don't actually know, yoga is not just about the asana. Yoga, there's 8 elements, there's 8 limbs to yoga. So we have your asana, the pranayama, pratyahara, dharana, the yamas, the niyamas, the whole spectrum of the board. So we're going to take Deanna Rose through the 8 limbs of yoga, and by the time we get to our 4th session together, we will see how far just a consistent practice can take you. So I'm so excited.
I'm super excited. Thank you so much.
We're going to be checking in with Deanna every week up until our final episode for this season. Coming up next, Yoga Bites. Surya, sun. You can't go wrong with an omelet. This was one of the 30-day sugar-free diet recipes I came up with. The omelet. It is one of those things you can easily have for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. So if you have a favorite recipe, or maybe there's an Ayurvedic or holistic technique that you'd like us to try out on the show, feel free to share it with me on my Facebook page, kaye.yoga, or you can tweet it to me. Next week we have so much more in store for you, so stay connected for more Live, Breathe Yoga. Namaste.